Singapore, the country that refused to die. Opening, the island no one believed in. In 1965, Singapore was not a miracle. It was a question mark. A tiny island, surrounded by uncertainty, with empty stomachs and broken dreams. The world looked at Singapore and whispered, "It won't survive." But inside this island, a few people made a decision. They would fight history itself. A prime minister in tears. The 9th of August, 1965. On national television, a man breaks down. This man was Lee Kuan Yew, not because he was weak, but because he understood the weight of the moment. Lee Kuan Yew, voice trembling. "This is a moment of anguish. All my life, I believed in merger." That day, Singapore was kicked out of Malaysia. No army, no resources, no future on paper. But Lee Kuan Yew made a silent promise. "If this nation must stand alone, then we will stand taller than anyone." The men who stood behind him. Great nations are never built by one man. They are built by a few who refuse to quit. Goh Keng Swee, the man who changed. Fate. Dr. Goh Keng Swee looked at Singapore's reality. No oil, no land, no natural wealth. And he said something dangerous. "Then we must create wealth." He invited foreign companies when others warned against it. He trained workers when money was scarce. Factories rose where swamps once slept. And slowly, hope began to breathe. Lim Kim San, giving people a home. People lived in slums. Fires destroyed entire neighborhoods overnight. Fear lived inside every wooden wall. Then came Lim Kim San. No experience, no time, only urgency. He built homes, not just buildings, but dignity, one key at a time. Singaporeans finally had something to protect. A home. S. Rajaratnam, holding a divided nation together. Race riots once shook Singapore. The nation was fragile like glass. S. Rajaratnam knew something crucial. If we fight each other, we lose everything. He gave Singapore its soul, the national pledge. A promise that said, we survive together, or not at all. Unity became law. Respect became survival. On Sway Sen, guarding every dollar money was rare. Mistakes could destroy the nation. On Sway Sen made sure every dollar worked. No waste, no corruption, no excuses. Singapore would be poor but never careless. Lee Kuan Yew made a choice many leaders fear. He chose discipline over popularity. Corruption was crushed without mercy. Even ministers were punished. People complained, but slowly, the world noticed something rare. A government that could be trusted. Singapore had no gold, so it invested in mines. Education became the new currency. A poor child, from a broken home, could rise through merit alone. Talent became the nation's treasure. Brains replaced natural resources. The miracle no one predicted. Years passed. The port grew. Banks arrived. Technology followed. The same world that doubted Singapore now studied it. From third world to first. From survival to success. Lee Kuan Yew's legacy. Lee Kuan Yew once said, "I always tried to be correct, not popular." He didn't build a perfect country. He built a strong one. A country that proved small nations can dream big. Discipline can create freedom. And unity can defeat destiny. Strong emotional loop. Singapore was never supposed to win, yet it did. Not because it was lucky, but because it refused to give up. So the question is not, how did Singapore succeed? The real question is, what could your country become if it chose courage over comfort? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to Merlion.